Hey, how's it going, everyone? This is Petey Proudlock, and welcome to my Premier League predictions for the 2020-2021 season. So just like last time, I will predict the three teams I think will be relegated, who will win the Premier League title, the other teams to finish in the top four, and the other teams to finish in the Europa League places, and where do I think my team will finish, Newcastle United. So here we go. So first, starting off with the teams to be relegated for the 2020-2021 season. And the first team I'm going to pick to be relegated is Aston Villa. Only just scraped up by the skin of their teeth last season. I think this time next season is where their luck may be about to run out this time for sure. They have added Ollie Watkins to their side. They have spent a canny bit of money on him as well, but he isn't proven in the Premier League. He possibly could do it, for sure, but we'll wait and see. I know Grealish is still there, but you never know. He could still leave. If a club comes in with a massive bid, Aston Villa will take it. No doubt about that, for sure, unfortunately. And I just don't think the all-round squad is good enough this time. Go back to that game also from the Sheffield United game last season, where that goal for Sheffield United should have counted. And if that did count and Sheffield United did win that game, then Villa would have been relegated from the Premier League for sure. So that is the first team I'm going to go to be relegated, and it's Aston Villa. The second team I'm going to predict to be relegated, and it's one of the promoted sides, and it's going to be West Bromwich Albion. I just don't think it's enough that they've done in the transfer market so far. I know they've brought in that Dean Garner from West Ham permanent, and also is it Robinson from Sheffield United. But again, I just don't think it's enough. Is Charlie Austin going to be the same player like he was at Southampton? I'm not too sure, unfortunately. And I'm not sure if they've been linked with other targets just yet. But so far, from what I've seen, I just don't think it's enough for them to stay in the Premier League. Yeah, for sure. And they have been known to be one of them teams that can go up, down a lot of the time. But yeah. So that is the second team to be relegated of what I think, and it's West Bromwich Albion. The third team I'm going to predict to be relegated, and it's another promoted side, and it's Fulham. Again, is it enough what they've done so far? I just don't think it is, for sure. I know they've has signed Anthony Knockaert permanently as well. They have brought in some other players, but again, they did spend a lot of money the last time in the Premier League in the 2018-2019 season, but they were leaking in a lot of goals for sure. And they did spend all that money, but it just didn't work out if they were constantly leaking in goals. Is Mitrovic going to be the one again to try and save them? It's a tough one, isn't it? But I think it's going to be back down to the Championship again for Fulham after next season. That's what I think, for sure. It's no disrespect to any of the fans that support the clubs that have gone to be relegated. It's just what I think. It's just what I think they could go down for sure. So that is the three teams I've chosen to be relegated, and that is Aston Villa, West Bromwich Albion, and Fulham. Onto the team to win the Premier League, and I'm going to go with Manchester City this time. I don't think Liverpool are going to retain it. I think Man City have added a few new players to their squad, and we'll see how that does there for sure, but I think they could well gel. I think Pep Guardiola, he is a top-class manager for sure, and I just think maybe this time Man City will look to get revenge for next season for not retaining the title. But yes, I think Manchester City are going to win the Premier League title this time. The teams to now finish in the other top four, so the other three teams, so it will finish. So second place, I'm going to go with Liverpool this time. I don't think they're going to retain it this time. Have they really added to their squad to try and think that they could retain the title? I don't really think they have. But I know they've still got their deadly front three of Salah, Firmino and Mane as well. And also the other key players that they have kept in their squad for sure. But I just don't think they're going to do it this time, unfortunately. No disrespect to Liverpool fans, but I think they're definitely going to be within the Champions League spots for sure. For definite. So that is the second team, well, the team to finish second, and that is Liverpool. Into the team to finish third, and I'm going to go with Chelsea for this one. I think Chelsea have been definitely doing some business in the transfer window, splashing the cash for sure, for definitely. They've got Kai Havertz now. I know Timo Werner is now going to be playing next season well for Chelsea. He joined. And I think Chelsea are not done yet. I think that definitely after a new goalkeeper as well, for definite. And I think they could have a very good season for sure under Frank Lampard for definite. So, yes, so that is the third. So that is the team to finish third, and it's Chelsea. For the team to finish in fourth place, and I'm going to go with Manchester United this time. Again, I think they've added for sure. Well, look how strong they were towards the end of last season for sure. Bruno Fernandes, when they added him back in January, and what a difference he has made. It was looking very doomed for Manchester United, but since they got him in, they've looked a heck of a lot better for sure. And now they have added Van der Beek in their squad as well. So it'll be interesting to see how he can do in the Premier League for sure. And they've still got other players like Pogba, I think will probably come better. I think this time for next season. Martial as well. Greenwood, one of the young players. What a talent he is. Definitely for sure. And I like there's going to be competition between Dean Henderson and David De Gea as well to fight for that first team goalkeeping spot as well. For definite. Yes. So I think Manchester United could have a very good season and get into the Champions League spots. So I'm going to tip them to finish fourth. Now, for the team to finish in the Europa League spots, so 5th and 6th place. So the team I'm going to go to finish 5th, and I'm going to go with Arsenal for this one. Again, I know they've added in their defence, they have got William Saliba, and they've brought out Gabriel out, but Gabriel, he's not played in the Premier League yet. See, Arsenal's attack is very deadly indeed with the likes of Aubameyang for sure. And Pepe, I think, has improved time. I know they've brought back in Dani Ceballos as well, on loan again. I know, but that is the problem that they do concede goals for sure, for definite. And it'll all be interesting to see how their new defence, how it's going to gel. But I just think they could still finish outside the top 5 well, the top 4 places for sure. There's a chance they could possibly go and win the Europa League this time after getting knocked out very early last time in the competition. But I know a lot of Arsenal fans are going to get right behind Mikel Arteta for sure, for definite. And yeah, we'll just wait and see. There still could be some departures from the club. It looks like there's talks of Lacazette going, and looks like Torreira could be another one as well. I know they've put the likes of Bella in, I think. Maitland-Niles and Kolasinac, I think, is another one they've put up for sale. But you never know. Arsenal might not be finished in this transfer business, so they might look to try and add some more players into their squad for sure. But I just think they're still going to finish outside the top 4 places. So that is the team to finish 5th, Arsenal. Onto the team to finish in 6th place. And this is a bit of surprising, you think I've gone with. And I'm going to go with Wolves for this one. For sure, I think they've got very ambitious owners. You can tell they want to see that club succeed for sure. Look how far they've become for definite. They've still got Adama Traore, Raul Jimenez, Diogo Jota. I know they've lost Doherty, but it wouldn't surprise me if Wolves were to go on the transfer market and going in for a replacement, for sure, because again, the owners were looking to be splashing cash at that club for sure. And they've just signed another player, a very young lad, Fabio Silva, I believe. So it'll be interested to see how he would do. He's well paid, about, was it around the 35 million mark? Again. And I think Wolves are just going to get better and better and better. I can just really see it happening. So yes, that is the team I've got to finish in 6th place for the final Europa League spot. In it's Wolves for sure. Now, the final one is where I think my team, Newcastle, will finish. At first, before we signed Callum Wilson, Ryan Fraser and Jamal Lewis, I was thinking Newcastle are going to probably finish round about the possible 15th, 16th, 17th. Could have possibly gone into the bottom 3 as well. But I think since we've made those signings, things are looking a bit more positive for sure. But we all know these players do have to gel into the squad as well. And I really hope they can. I will be backing these players to try and succeed at the club for when the season does kick off for sure. Oh, wish to predict my team to finish for next season. I'm actually going to go for my team, Newcastle, to finish in 10th place. I think it's achievable. It is possible, for sure. It's all down to the players to try and do that. But if we manage to go higher, even better. For sure. I'd say I expect to always be around the mid-table area, possibly fighting for relegation, for sure. But we will just wait and see now. As I said, top 10 is possible. And I think we've got players that possibly can do that. The way that can stop us from doing that is if our players don't turn up, or if Steve Bruce continues with these woeful tactics, for sure. Hopefully no more 5 at the back for next season. I'm just hope that formation is completely thrown out the window. Go with the 4-2-3-1 formation, or I would say a possible 4-3-3 formation could work as well. For sure. So, yes. So, I'm going to back my team to finish 10th next season in the Premier League. So, there we have it. That is my Premier League predictions for the 2020-2021 season. Of course, let me know in the comments section, as always, where you predict Newcastle will finish, and also other fans that support the other clubs as well in the Premier League. Let me know where you think your squad will finish for sure as well. So, of course, thank you for watching. Of course, don't forget to give this video a like, a comment. Of course, if you haven't checked me out before, please make sure you do hit the subscribe button. Do keep an eye out for the preview for the West Ham game, because the season is not far away until it kicks off. That clock is definitely ticking for sure. And until then, see us all later. Take care of yourselves. Are you looking forward to the 2020-2021 Premier League season?